are playing Tomb of the Spider Queen, we should be expecting some contest for wave clear heroes. Yeah, Zul. If you're not prepared to deal with him, basically Zul's wave clear is pretty much only matched by Gul'dan in a rotation. Zul gives you extra push. So if you don't draft the wave clear comp here and they get Zul, you're pretty much forced to go into a pick-off comp and actually get a lot of kills. Usually on the lower tier teams we see Sylph banned as well on this map pretty early. So I wouldn't be surprised if first bans remove Zul, Sylph, possibly Mel for a main tank. There we go. The Nuggets ban Malf. Makes me wonder. They can, if Balance is gonna get support there, Balance bans Kerrigan, which suggests that they want to go for a push comp and not have to worry about the threat of Kerrigan, because Kerrigan is a pretty good pick on this map and is very strong in pick-off comps.
Wouldn't this be a slight mistake, because FSCBN will be able to take Zul without a problem?
I don't think Balance is gonna really care. I'm expecting them to move into a Gul'dan and just try to match them in wave clear.
Yeah, that's possible.
And we should see. Okay, they go for Zul. Balance should probably pick up Auriel Gul'dan now, so they don't get support choked. And then we should see the Nuggets picking up Brightwing and possibly, I think, just the main tank to leave their draft flexible. Balance goes for ETC, which means they will remove a main tank from the. They will ban Muradin if the Nuggets don't pick it up, probably, or Johanna. Johanna Zul is an annoying combo to deal with, but it's also a bit of overkill and means your rotation will be a lot more passive. And ETC is one of the better gankers in the rotation. Balance does pick up the ETC. So Balance just locked themselves out of a lot of wave clear by picking the ETC so early. I would have expected to cool down. Now FSCBN can just ban it. Or pick it up themselves, but that wouldn't mean risking a lot of tank choke. I think they should be fine with it. Like, Balance won't move into Johanna or Muradin in their second pick phase, so they can get either of those. It depends if they really strongly prefer one or the other.
Yeah, I personally think Johanna is a decent deal stronger than Muradin on Tomb of the Spider Queen, because Johanna just has a lot more wave when the creator of Muradin.
Yeah,
but Muradin is picked up, and I don't necessarily disagree with it either. Muradin is also just very strong pick.
They do have a good amount of easy lockdown now with the Bone Prison, with the Polymorph, with the Stormbolt. So if they had some nice blow ups to their comp, I like it. If the Nuggets don't ban Gul'dan now, I would be surprised. And Balance bans Tychus. We might see them memeing it with Cho'Gall, which has happened here. But I don't think I've seen ETC paired with it before.
I didn't know about a Cho'Gall pickup here, because FSCBN does have 3 ways to CC Cho'Gall.
Yeah, they have
that's pretty poor.
A lot of teams overlook it. They think that like having Leoric, Tychus or Karazim is like the only counter to Cho'Gall, but just unlocking him is pretty decent. Balance picks Jaina, which means a lot of their wave clear is very cooldown locked, and the moment Jaina pops her Blizzard, they lose a lot of damage potential.
I think they're gonna pick up Zarya, because ETC, Ariel, and Jaina, all 3 skill very well with the Zarya. They might surprise us.
Jaina is a strong early game hero, so you can still like contest the Zul a bit, but I don't like how a lot of their wave clear right now is like locked into the Blizzard. Okay, they go Jaina Gul'dan, so that works. Looks like double mage, but Gul'dan realistically is sustained damage, so it's fine. You don't blow all your team fight on a few cooldowns, and then suddenly you have no damage anymore. So now with Gul'dan and Auriel, they have a strong hope generator for the Auriel. They have good wave clear to contest the Zul. All Balance needs at this point is a good solo laner. There's still plenty on the table, like Chen is there. The hack has not seen often, but he works here. Alderrock is obviously still available. And FSCBN has a lot of choice right now. If they go for maximum snowball, they could Sylph here. Thrall should be their solo laner.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I kind of worry about for balance of interest, because if they Gul'dan is pretty much their only really good solo laner, and if they send Gul'dan bot lane, they only have Jaina to wave clear mid and top. Of course, that's still fairly good, but Gul'dan is obviously superior in that case.
No, I don't think balance is worried though. They can easily pick up a solo lane. Like Thrall gets bullied by a lot of. Like, he doesn't get bullied, but he doesn't win the solo lane that hard anymore. If balance has a good Alderrock player, then that's pretty much sorted for them. Plus, an Alderrock in the comp of balance would be really scary with the amount of lockdown they have. ETC power slide into Alderrock combo with Jaina burst behind it means dead people. And Brightwing doesn't have like the healing to save people from it. Post 13 obviously it gets better when you get the ability damage reduction.
I agree. That's totally true.
Ooh,
Lunara pickup. That's interesting. Fight poke with poke.
I don't think I like it. The comp of FSCBN lacks a lot of burst. Like Thrall, his combo is obviously a decent amount of burst, but it's not a lot. Balance's comp has good poke with the Gul'dan, so they don't really beat the poke with the Lunara. And Balance has a good poke healer as well, like Auriel's healing scales really hard and does really well with the Gul'dan. So I don't think Balance should be afraid of getting outpoked, and the Nuggets don't have a good way of dealing burst damage, while Balance does. So I think teamfight favors Balance. I'll be introducing the team on the left hand side. It is Escapism on ETC, Blink on the Jaina, McDino on Gul'dan, Garfist Jocker on the Varian, and Realism on the Auriel. If you'd be so kind to introduce the team on the right hand side, the Nuggets.
On the right hand side is Cypress on Thrall, Meredith on Zul, Think Time on Ariel, Brightside on Brightwing, I like the name synergy, and Koga on Murdin.
Okay, for level 1 talents, we see Varian going into the Lion's Maw, which suggests to me he's probably going to be going into the Colossus Smash build for Jaina blow up, because otherwise we would see him picking up High King's Quest. ETC going for proc rock, not to worry about the auto attack damage, and it's a good talent to increase your sustain. The rest of the talents are all pretty standard. Blossom Swell triggers me, tested in try mode. Blossom Swell is useless. The radius increase is non-existent, so laning phase is a bit weird. Cypress getting ganked. Nice pick by Balance. I'm not sure what the Nuggets are trying to do. Like, usually we would see a rotation top mid and then the solo laners facing off bot. It does seem like Balance has chosen to put McDino on his Gul'dan in the solo lane, which means he should realistically win it against Thrall, which means that might be the reason they decide to put Thrall top and do a 4-man rotation with bot, because you don't lose the solo lane hard.
But the problem with that is, of course, is that top lane is going to take a lot of turret damage, because Gul'dan can just instantly wipe the waves, but Thrall has a lot of problems clearing the wave that fast.
Yeah, this should be a favorable trade for Balance, which is because they did ensure a good solo laner, and Thrall doesn't apparently want to do the matchup. And nice slide by Escapism. Koga manages to jump away. Zul pops his shield, but doesn't manage to actually hit anyone with the backlash. So no dash yet, but I like how Balance is abusing their aggressive composition. Seems like now they have started to do a normal laning setup. McDino should win this lane against Thrall pretty easy.
I also really like the rotations on Balance of Interest. They're looking very clean on it. Escapism also staying very safe.
Link a bit far out, managed to just walk away, follow up on the side of the Nuggets, very slow. Oh, actually, gets ganked. Realism didn't have his heal available, I'm guessing. A bit of an overextension there by the Jane, a nice pick up by the Nuggets. We do see a slight XP lead for Balance of Interest right now, but it should be going over to the Nuggets. They have Azul, they should be winning this harder. They need to clean up their rotation, make sure it's just like clear the wave, let them deal with the push of the Azul minions.
It looks like they finally did exactly that. They are now ahead on the rotation.
Escapism manages to get the turn even though the Nuggets saw him. That's 20 gems in the bank while Nuggets still has 0. So nice job there by Balance of Interest. McDino doing just fine in the solo lane. So let's take a look at the level 4 talents. Maining Pixie being picked up by the Brightwing. Another trap talent taken there. It's not a lot of healing. We see it taking quite a bit, but it's actually... I'll let Froke explain this one in Twitch chat. Froke, I trust you. I know you're watching. Warbringer on Varian, which means he's now actually semi a real hero. Like, Warbringer is one of the essential parts of his kit. We see Balance looking for a gank on their front. They managed to get the Warbringer stun. Nice slide by Escapism. Comboing. Oh, nice Lester. Escapism is securing the kill. Dino meanwhile gets cut out. Nice peel though. Again, Balance seems quite on point with their combos. Escapism managing to lock out the Zul. Zul should fall here. 2 kills being picked up by Balance. They have enough gems for a turn in. So they should have a pretty good time right now. Only 2 more gems need to be turned in. I'm expecting them to just push out the waves, make sure they're all at the gates and then get the turn in. Escapism is doing exactly that. Carvis managing to prevent Lunarma from interrupting. This is the first turn in going over to Balance of Interest. Level 7 should be picked up soon for them, so this will be a talent tier up push for Balance. So considering their weak early game comp, this is a very good position for them to be in.
Especially regarding the fact that probably all 3 walls are going to be going down the next few minutes.
Exactly, you can see how hard McDino has been bullying Cyprus in that solo lane. Bottom wall already down. Of course, has to do with the 5-man rotation bot as well.
This is really bad for oh my god.
Yeah, they just lost their major wave clear, so this is going to be a great push for Balance of Interest. They did pick up the level 7. Second
they might
picked up
pick
by
up
Varian.
a fort.
Energized core by the Auriel, so Auriel's looking to be a bit aggressive here.
Escapism is not going to be able to catch someone.
Level 7 has been hit. Zul to weaken, to reduce auto attack damage. I'm guessing they're expecting Varian to go into the Fury build, which he might. I would like Colossus Smash here, but either build is fine. Auto talent's all pretty standard.
Second win is also decently okay with the Colossus Smash because it still increases your attack damage. So once you hit below 50% health, you will be getting a lot of health back.
Yeah, we should expect... Normally with Colossus Smash you see nice pickup on the Thrall, a good whip from the Auriel. See... again, nice stun by Carvis Jocker, showcasing the power of that Varian. Brightwing's passive should save the Lunara. It does save the Lunara. Nice job there.
Very close.
Yeah, we would normally see the victory rush talent being taken on Varian just because you're always in lane on this map, so it gets a lot of value. But 10 is about to be picked up for Balance. They know it. They don't even want to wait. They're just going to push this fort down. And now they have a talent advantage. They should also be looking to push down the top fort.
Orify being picked up, the obvious talents. No RNG in this game.
Yeah, we do see Colossus Smash, so that Jaina Burst just got a lot scarier. With the lockdown they have in their comp, with all the stuns, that Colossus Smash should guarantee a kill every time it is combos with the Jaina.
Escapism
still
hasn't taken a talent yet. Yes, exactly. I like that because he maybe even wants to wait before the other team will get level 10.
And again, the pickup on Zul. Balance is dominating the map right now with a weaker early game comp. But now that they have hit 10, they are basically, their team fight is ridiculous. Escapism might be waiting for Thrall to decide if he takes Sunder, but there's still 2 pretty easy interrupts on the side of the Nuggets with Stormbolt and Polymorph.
It's also possible he's waiting for Brightwing because Brightwing could take Blink you, and then it's a lot safer to take Mosh Pit.
We will see. Mosh Pit does of course combo pretty well with the Ring of Frost. And just look at how dominant Balance is right now. They get the advantage and they're snowballing it super hard, being aggressive on the map like, hey, we're the talent here up, so we're just gonna push, and if you contest this you'll probably lose the team fight. Nuggets are about to pick up level 10 now. We'll see what their choices are soon.
Ooh,
Thrall in the pot lane,
Cypress is
almost
getting caught
ganked.
out. Are they gonna chase this? Yes, they are. And
Yeah.
Cypress kinda gives up. He took the manly way out.
Okay, we do see Emerald Wind being picked up by the Brightwing after being picked up by Muradin, instantly popped as well. Poison over by the Zul. Stage dive has been picked by Escapism. He is going and he finds the Brightwing. Brightwing uses Emerald Wind to disengage. Interrupted Variant charge as well.
Very clean. Ooh, Zul actually took Poison Nova. I don't know. What do you think about that, the pictures?
I think they already have a lot of disengage and ways to catch up to the team with the Thrall Earthquake. And I'm not sure they have an Aureal, so I don't think Poison Nova is going to get a lot of value. But it's not like the worst pick in the world. Koga's going in. Looks like a bit of a suicide dive there. Nice Colossus
and
smash.
A massive Poison Nova and Earthquake. Oh man.
Blizzard is just deleting everyone though.
It
Nora
isn't
doing her
working out for them.
best. Dying as well. Cypress dying. There's 4 people dead.
Left
And
returning talent
Balance is
strong.
looking now to push down this mid keep, I think.
Yeah, they're probably going to take this mid keep down. They might get greedy and try to go for bot or top 2. But
Varian got the ability power talent, so Jaina Gul'dan with that banner doing 20% increased damage is pretty
man.
crispy. Okay, a nice capitalization by Balance, instantly picking up that keep.
oh,
And
they're going boss.
yeah, they have a talent lead now. They're not gonna let the snowball stop, so they're gonna get that boss. Should be pretty easy for them to pick up. Colossus Smash also works on the boss. Look at how fast it's being burst down when it's vulnerable.
Ooh,
Jaina
banner
getting
inside.
Yeah, not the best banner
Poor
placement
banner.
there. But it's an easy boss pickup though, and they can push with it because they still have 3 ults up. Horrify is about to be up. Colossus Smash basically has no cooldown. It's 20 seconds, not the biggest of deals. And the Nuggets right now, okay, they're a Hearthing deck. Brightwing has a lot of gems. I think she should turn them in before she Hearths back, just to not risk losing their one chance. Okay, she phase shifted back.
They were actually a little bit late, so they won't be able to get.
Yeah, our front wall is already down. And Balance is actually gonna get 16 off of this push probably. We see Carvus going in for Mariados. Zul gets instantly deleted. Nice Ring of Frost, keeping the Muradin. And the Thrall in play. Stage dive popped, Horrify's popped as well. Bit of the synergy there. Escapism, suicide dives in.
Down.
It's still 3v4. Lunar's taking a lot of damage. Has to back off. It's a keep. And Balance. Are they looking to end? There is a boss and a minion wave here, but people are about to respawn. They don't have their tank. I think they should back off. Yeah, they are backing off.
Yeah, the back off.
At this point, the Nuggets, with their early game comp, have catapults in their lane, and it's not even 12 minutes in. So, Balance right now just showcasing how well they can capitalize on an advantage. And this is kind of has to do as well with like the broke back laning phase of the Nuggets, trying to do something their comp was really built for, and they didn't have to do, which cost them XP, cost them structure damage, and Balance out. They can just heal up and pick another fight because there's still a talent tier up, even though the Nuggets just picked up 13. Okay, we see Healing Static come out. Shield Dust, the ability damage reduction on Pixie Dust is a great power spike for the Brightwing. 2 Giant Killers. I don't like this because there is also the extra poison damage on slow targets for the Lunara. And with all the slows that they have, It's just straight up better.
Yeah, maybe even the spell shields would have worked much better for the troll, because even though troll needs damage, he also needs the zoo to not blow up in 1 second.
And Lunara has a greater spell shield as well. I think it's 13. I'm not entirely sure. And Dwarf is going in again. Beautiful knockback into the Ring of Frost, securing 2 kills. Lunara does a bit of poke, but there's realism no issue healing all of this back up. There's 2 people down. There's Weppy responding. This might be game. It should be game, realistically.
Yeah, this should be game.
Balance realizes it, and they're gonna right click to win.
Balance of Interest also does very well stacking up for the Ariel, making it a lot of AoE healing. Very well played from Balance of Interest.
Well, the GG is being called by FSCBN. Okay, and Balance takes the first map.
In before a reverse sweep, this always happens.
It doesn't actually, like, Heroes Lounge in Season 1 has seen it, we have seen it happen. And it was pretty funny to watch, but usually it ends in, like, either another team takes the second map and then the team that won the first one takes the third, or it's a 2-0, which is, like, the usual pattern. Okay, Balance does have first pick now, and their first ban is really dependent on the comp they want to execute. A few things that are important to keep in mind on Sky Temple is take characters that can actually like stand on the temple, so you don't always need to group. Take globals, because it's a big map and you want to get that soak advantage. They ban Malv, which is fine, strong healer.
It's a standard ban, like nothing. You can't really go wrong with the Malv ban.
If you go Brightwing here, you get a solid healer, you get a global. And the Nuggets can't like ban a healer, because basically most teams pick one of 3 healers right now, Malv, Auriel or Brightwing. So the Nuggets, their ban is probably going to be more a counter of what they plan to play. The ban ETC might be favored. Whisper. Okay. They might try to tank choke Balance by... they can't do it though. Balance, if they want a stun tank, can just pick up Muradin now. The Nuggets pick up one of the main healers and Balance picks up the remaining one. And if Balance doesn't mind playing Johanna, then they just pick the healer they prefer now. Or even if they can also like leave their healer and their tank to the second rotation, which you're doing now.
Vala is good pick, I think, here, because as you said, both the healer and a tank will be open, even if the Nuggets take away one of either.
Now, I wonder if this will be a hyper carry Vala comp with like double support with a Tessadar or not. It's usually what you see for Vala, just because Vala is so squishy, and the comp with Garrigan on Sky Temple, okay. This is interesting.
It certainly is.
Vala,
it isn't really one of her best maps, right? For Garrigan?
No, Garrigan thrives of ganking people and snowballing early game, which is essentially what you want to do, and Sky Temple is set up in such a way that it's pretty hard to gank effectively. Like, top mid are just too far away to gank without people noticing, like, wow, guys have been off the minimap for so long now, they haven't been in lane, let's like stand near our tower so we don't get ganked. And usually you put a pretty safe bot lane in there. Okay, now I expect Tess Auriel here, sorta. Actually, it depends if the Nuggets know the combo. Like Tess Auriel Vala is like a holy trinity. Like Tess allows Vala to position very aggressively to deal tons of damage, which causes her to generate tons of energy for Auriel, which then causes Auriel to be able to heal up the entire team, including Tess and Vala, so it's pretty much like a self-sustaining trio. So all you need...
And just like usual, I would love to see a Zarya included within that combo.
Yeah, Zarya works very well.
Absolutely disgusting.
It's not one of those like carry enablers, and in your case it is the carry.
Oh, there we go. Hell yeah.
They may have been inspired by scrims, certain scrims I won't mention. And they pick up a I don't. What's their plan with the Rhaegar? I don't get it. They might want a burst heal, just because there's a Kerrigan. But then why just not take Auriel, who has a short cooldown burst heal and has Aegis to save people from a Kerrigan combo?
Well,
And
I can see wanting to pick Rhaegar to actually counter some burst damage, because of course he's a very good burst healer, but I think Ariel will be able to do basically the same, especially in the late game. Mini Ancestrals on W, when you take the W talent, is of course pretty good.
yeah, I
I
don't get it.
expect an Ariel ban.
Ban on who? Sorry.
I expect an Ariel ban of the.
I don't think they can afford taking Auriel. If you ban any support, it would be a test ban. Just to allow Vala to do more damage. Like, they have Zarya now. If the Zarya is really good, then I actually saw Carvis play Zarya in the playoffs before, and he was making a pretty good case. That wasn't Dragonshire. He got a lot of value from Expulsion Zone. They ban Johanna, and Balance bans Muradin, which means neither team will have one of the stun tanks, which is fine for Balance. I don't think they really care. All they want is protection for the Vala now. They need some form of peel.
They are probably going to take something like a Dehaka or.
I would expect a Artist, just because it's really good against Kerrigan. Like, Tyrael has already been picked up by the Nuggets now. That would be the best option, just because he has mobility. Most of the tanks available now are low mobility, sadly. But doesn't really matter when the Nuggets' plan to win a fight is to engage into you. Like, then Artist is like, yay, jump into me and my roots and my slows and my attack speed slows and all the things. So there's a
Tychus pickup.
I like it. Tychus, if they coordinate well, they have they do go over Ray. So they do go Illidan, which makes me like, okay, I called it before. I was expecting Illidan comps, but now I don't get why they picked Vala, because that could have been a Falstad. Falstad doesn't need all the support in the world to stay alive. He has a global. He has some like ability damage, some burst. And Vala, what does it bring now? Like,
not really much. Only Zarya and Rhaegar can really peel for her, because Illidan is just going to do his own thing.
There's no.
And then if Kerrigan jumps on her, yeah, she's kind of boned, really.
If you plan on including Zarya in your draft and on doing an Illidan hyper carry, their first pick should have been Muradin. There's no way around that. Like, if Vala was a Muradin, that would be like a pretty standard Illidan hyper carry comp. Now, I'm like, there's no peel for the Vala. Illidan is gonna go ham on the backline. So, who is there to protect Vala when they get on there? Like, Tyrael and Kerrigan will just bypass the Illidan and try to get the Vala down. And then everyone can focus their attention on the Illidan. Anyhow, I will be introducing the team on the left hand side. It is Balance of Interest, with Escapism on the Illidan, Blink on the Vala, Carver Chakra on Zarya, Realism on Rhaegar, and Mike Dino on his editor. You could be so kind to introduce the red team.
On the right side are the Nuggets, with Brightside on Tychus, Myriados on Brightwing, Funky Time on Jaina, Cypress on Kerrigan, and where is he? Kega on Tyrael.
Level 1 talents, Zarya going for the Q belt. Seems weird to go for a poke comp with an Illidan.
Yeah, I really disagree with that, because obviously they are just going to dive in. Like, you are not. Oh wait, on the bot lane they already cleared that tower. That's very well done.
They are missing some soaked up, so there will be minions pressuring that lane, but they should be able to rotate up. Vala is going in for Monster Hunter. Not sure what their plan is. Maybe they want to do a high sustain build, but I would expect mobility to be preferred.
Zarya's getting called out. And
that's by Zarya, so nice one there by the Nuggets. I'm not sure why they're overcommitted to the bot lane. They already got a tower, you should expect a rotation. You don't see them on the map, back off and start soaking normally. Now Everfur is still solo top, and they lost the tower there as well, so there's no advantage anymore.
I think they want to take out the healing fountain for the second rotation of temples. Still, even then, I don't really get it why you will do that.
Yeah, they gave too much for it. They don't have the comp to really do it that quickly. Their siege damage isn't extremely high, it's just very well sustained, like it's not cooldown unlocked. Other level 1 talents are pretty normal. Yeah. Immolation for Illidan, I kinda expected to see better Assault. Oops, escapism on the chase. Now, Balance right now is controlling this temple. I wanted to see Brightwing go to the top temple and use her global to just soak temple shots for free.
Ooh,
nice
and
realism going down. Escapism looking for the kill on Kyogre, but I don't think he's going to be able to secure it. He gets picked off as well, and that's already 3 kills for the Nuggets, and they hit level 4 as well. Kerrigan taking standard damage build. Inner Rhythm for Tychus for the longer minigun. Tyrael parrying Regeneration Master with amplified healing. And of course increasing Brightwing's passive as well is a great talent in general.
Give me 20 talent from Zarya. That's an interesting pick, because if they are just going to keep diving Zarya, it's a useless talent. Zarya is just going to keep on dying.
I think they want to take it just because it gives more shields to the Illidan. And this is the Illidan hyper carry comp. Manic Pixie picked up again by the Brightwing, not a big fan of that. Render Foe for Escapism. Not taking Unbound this time. And again a pick up on the Zarya.
And that's exactly what I meant. I mean, it was a slight misposition from himself, but in itself. But still, I'm the strongest talent. Would have helped a lot in that case.
McDowell though getting decent push down on bot lane. He's already taken down a front wall. One thing to note, like Illidan comps are expected to lose the early game. It's generally just weak. Everfur is a weak early game hero. Illidan is a weak early game hero. Zarya skills pretty well into the late game. So if they don't get too far behind, it's still fine for balance. But it feels like they're already like severely misplaying their comp to the point where I'm like, do they know how to play their late game?
But I think it was a very good idea to actually focus down on this fountain now that I think about it, because they won't be able to have their fountain up for the bottom temple.
Yeah.
They might just be able to get it.
If they don't win the first trade of damage, then it's a favorable situation for balance, that's for sure. It's always like the same on every map where you contest things, like on the Infernal Swines. If you have the fountain and they don't, they need to win the team fight the first time or they're kind of screwed. But does it warrant giving up the structure damage? Balance is still pretty even. The reason balance is still even is because Nuggets misplayed the temple phase and they allowed the balance to get free shots on the top lane. Now, level 7 has been picked up by both teams, so it's a full Q build for Vala.
Also a full Q build for Zarya, which
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it, but it's decent, I guess, because Zarya Q build is just very strong in the general case. Also very important is, of course, the cleanse talent. It's gonna be highly dependent on how good the cleanses of realism are.
Yeah, if he hits a nice cleanse and manages to get people out of the Kerrigan drag, then that's really good. Brightwing didn't take cleanse, but that's pretty normal because there's no stunts on the side of balance, like only Rain of Vengeance could be one. Face Shield on the other hand is pretty nice, you just give that burst heal to the Brightwing, so a good pick up there. Now Nuggets is the one with the earlier position. Val and Jaina is still rotating. And they already have a decent amount of the shots done. Balance is looking to contest this. Escapism is diving in, instantly backing out again. There's just so much threat on the side of the Nuggets. Nice cleanse there, preventing the Rhaegar from dying, but Carve is on the other end taking a massive beating. Has died, and they are looking for the kill on the Kerrigan. Go get the kill on the Kerrigan, but do pay with it with a kill on the Illidan. Blinke should also go down. Vala falls. It's a 3-4-1. Free temple for the Nuggets, and they're going to be able to hit level 10, pick up that boss pretty handily. If they do. I hope they do, because it would be the right play. McDino getting good push done in the top lane with the booster camp. So that top 4 is going to be taking a lot of damage. There's no way Balance is going to contest this temple, but they're committing so many people to it. Like, Brightwing could have been on there while the rest of the team started doing the boss, and now they're kind of late. They do start the boss now, but Balance is gonna hit level 10 pretty easily because the fort did go down, so they got XP. And they can just soak with the Ebba now. And invade once they hit 10. And now 10 has been hit up as the boss.
Will be fast enough though.
Yeah, they
will be there in time.
Villain Clone
and
coming in, Rain of Vengeance.
Out.
Sanct only used to save the Ethereal. Ring of Frost doesn't actually connect with the massive AoE burst though. 4 for 2 and the boss. Hero Slain is repeating constantly now. And that's just... I don't even think that...
Ancestral did it off there.
Nuggets, yeah. They should, when Illidan goes low, just cast Ancestral, cast Meta and ensure it to be hit, but Illidan Meta in. But I don't even feel Nuggets like did everything correctly. It's just that Balance stood in so much AoE that it just kind of wiped. And they should at least be a front wall. It's still a pretty early boss, so it's not the strongest, but... No, they're not really looking to commit to it. They don't want to risk like getting memed by an Illidan on the chase. Brightwing is still defending the top lane. Tychus is getting a siege camp, seems good. They are about to hit level 13, which is when they can get aggressive again on the map. Right now there's 7 talent tiers, so they don't want to risk anything. And Nuggets now, okay, Temple phase has started. Nuggets can look to be aggressive, put Brightwing on the top 10. Oh no, they keep like misusing the Brightwing global. Brightwing should be in lane like as long as possible. Belgian. Okay, this time Ancestral does connect on the Illidan, but Vala should go down, has 20 health, manages to get out, but Illidan is just on his own there. They can't follow him in, Ancestral was already burned, Carve is gonna go down. And are they gonna be able to get a body block on Vala? Tyrael. Yeah, Vala also dies. And this is the point where you're like, they're misplaying their comp. This is classic balance of interest Illidan. They misdrafted.
Ooh,
and then they misplayed.
McDuno has been spotted.
He should be able to get out.
Is he going to escape?
Oh.
No!
Actually enough damage on the Kerrigan. McDino was too late with the response there. Gets picked off. And because they're winning the early game this convincingly on the side of the Nuggets, Elvir gets pushed out of the map, which means he has a lot of trouble, like just getting pushed on, getting soaked on. And while it's not like his main, he's not a push Elvir now because he has the Illidan, but it's still one of his main objectives, and he has more trouble doing it now. The one thing... Sorry, go ahead.
One thing, yeah, exactly. One thing I really notice is they might just be playing on a future patch, because if this would have been with a new, big engage, Vala scout out, an expulsion zone is just be able to save her, and Blink gets out. But as I was saying, they might just be playing on a future patch. If this would have been with the upgraded Rhaegar ult, where they would have been able to get the 30% lifesteal, Didn't. And a completely missed Ring of Frost, but it secures the camp.
Yeah, the rings have not been on point, but the other damage has been. Let's take a look at damage numbers. Kerrigan topping it. Jaina is third of the damage dealers, but still a respectable 14k damage. The thing I don't like is the Nuggets are clearly winning everything. Escapism going in for the Suicide Metamorphosis. Not sure what his idea is. He's forcing Ancestral to be used in him already. They just popped 2 ults, didn't get anything from it, get bullied out. Rain of Vengeance also being dropped. They don't have ults up. And they're re-engaging. They did a kill on the Brightwing though. Gaga, is he going to be able to sort away? Illidan has Infinite Shade. This should be a dead Tyrael probably.
This was actually a very good play on the case of for balance because
it's what they needed. They picked a fight before
they
16.
used all their ults in the to try to get that camp. So they just forced the fight right at the wall, and they couldn't get away anymore because it's Illidan.
What I don't like is they forced meta as an engage. Well, it should be safe to dodge a Kerrigan combo over Ring of Frost. Then they forced Ancestral to be used because he instantly took a ton of damage. But then Nuggets didn't actually like back off, and they didn't have their ults up, and they got kind of bullied for it. And now they're still a talent tier down. But one thing that might keep balance in this game is that Nuggets is heavily misplaying every temple phase by giving balance just 3 temple shots when they shouldn't be getting them. Camp is being picked up by Balance of Interest now, same thing being done by the Nuggets, so bot lane should trade equally. Top lane, Bruiser Camp being picked up by the Nuggets, so that's something Medina will have to take care of. And Nuggets start the boss.
Oh, they go for the boss.
Will they spot it though? Nuggets is not showing on the map, but I don't think they'll be able to rotate. No, they shouldn't be able to rotate in time, so this should be a boss. Going over to the Nuggets. McDino hasn't scouted it yet with mines. He might see it now.
But he might be in trouble.
Tyrael dropped Sanct and Holy Ground there. He just wasted a 100-second cooldown to protect the boss not being contested. So that's dumb. I mean, no way around it. That's just dumb. And they gave Balance a lot of shots, so that Balance was a talent tier down. So what Nuggets should have done is just like contest both temples. Even if it's only Brightwing and one who can phase shift in. See if Balance contests. If they don't, then you can go for boss. See if people like go there, maybe get a kill with your talent advantage. Now they let Balance again get a ton of free shots, and the boss is pretty easily defended.
I might just take out the keep, but even then, it's probably not worth it.
No, is it? The XP trade for Nuggets keeps getting worse. Vala clone by McDino being popped. Nice Emerald Wind popping realism out. That's a dead Rhaegar. Ring of Frost again, not really accomplishing much. That should be a dead Carvers as well. And this, they can push this to end.
Ooh, what is this? Zarya took Endurance training, game train in this case, but exactly on who 2 people are even going to get the second shield from game train.
Link almost getting picked up. It's only Vala to defend this. Vala's super squishy. It's 10 seconds for Illidan to be up, 10 for Rhaegar now as well. Like, they're grouping up though. Like, they want to group up for Brightwing heals, but they're getting killed by the core so hard. Then again, if they pop a Sanct, they're able to do it.
Sanctification just in time to save the day.
So
Nuggets to get the win.
Here we go.
So
okay,
we are into the bans.
Infernal Shrines, highly contested picks here. Kerrigan, Sylvanas. Wouldn't be surprised if neither makes it through the first pick phase. There's also some teams like running Zul here to just split soak doing the first few objectives. It means you can get an XP lead because the first couple John Cena's are like pretty weak.
That's an interesting ban from Nuggets because that means that Sylvanas is now open for Nuggets because bans of interest instantly takes away the Kerrigan.
When you're on Infernal Shrines, there's 2 things you can do. It kind of depends like what kind of team you are. If you really highly value either Kerrigan or Sylph, then pick the other. If you don't ban one of them, because then you give the other one to your opposing team, and then they now pick Sylph, and now Balance can neither pick Kerrigan or Sylph. But if you don't really care about either of the heroes, or they aren't in your hero pool, then you can ban the one you find the worst, or the one that isn't in your hero pool. And Balance going to ETC Auriel again. Gul'dan is something I expect here from Balance. It's a very good pick on Infernal Shrines. Magdano loves to play the hero, or at least he plays it a lot, so I'm assuming he likes to. For FSCBN, it's really quite open what they want to do. At least what they want to do is make sure they have a good early game and they can get on the shrine. Get good shrine control, make sure you get the first few so you can snowball with the Sylvanas, because she of course makes the early game John Cena's, the Punishers, which are usually weak, makes them strong because the buildings don't defend. They pick up a Vala. If they go double support now, then they kind of they don't have burst. They go with Tyrael. There's a lot of choke points here for the Tyrael, so that's nice.
Holy ground value. And burning rate, of course.
Balance, I expect them to ban Brightwing. Just because I expect them to pick up Gul'dan, and Brightwing does pretty well healing the poke damage. And Brightwing is a hero of a global, also valuable on this map, and is one of the 3 main healers left. Rhaegar isn't banned on this map, just because he has wave clear for the shrine with his lightning shield. But I would be surprised if it's not a Brightwing. There we go, it's a Brightwing ban. The Nuggets now will either want to remove Lunara or Gul'dan, I feel. The best hope generators for Auriel are probably Lunara, Gul'dan, Vala with double support, and Sylvanas to some extent. Zarya if you're Rudy and you outdamage everyone. Don't tell people our draft secrets, Kappa.
Hey.
Jaina ban, they might think this is the comp they ran before, so we're gonna remove the Jaina because that was burst and it was annoying to deal with. In my opinion, this is where Balance says, okay, that's fine, we pick up Gul'dan, and we pick up another burst hero. They can pick up Falstad at this point, they can pick up Alarak, they can pick up Kil'Thas, they can pick up Li Ming, they can pick up Sonya, Arthas. There's so many options for them right now.
Yeah, okay. And the Nuggets draft is a little bit all over the place right now, I think. I mean, they have Tyrael, but they lack a real solid frontline for the Vala and Sylvanas, and they still need to pick a healer. They put themselves a little bit in a corner, I feel.
Okay, so Balance picked up Tychus, and I like that, because if it's solo frontline Tyrael, the Nuggets don't have heavy engage, and the solo frontliner is just gonna get bullied the hell out of by Tychus. Tychus is also very good against Arthas, which would be an okay-ish pick for Nuggets right now. Well, not anymore, of course, Tychus has been picked up. They pick up Morales. Morales is really good at healing with a Gul'dan, actually, because she does very well at healing poke, just because her sustain healing is the best in the game. I think it's Morales, and then Tess are the best at single target, and then the rest. Tess and Morales are far above all the others. Now the question is, can they protect Morales from the last pick of Balance? Because at this point, I think Balance is just going to pick something that's going to walk all over them.
Yeah, they will need a solid front line. I'm guessing Johanna, actually. Because they will be... Oh,
it's
Thrall. It's pretty good.
It works. It works with Earthquake exactly. When people dive in, then Thrall would have actually been a decent pick for balance, just to pick up a solo lane and to pick up a way to like prevent Morales from escaping. Even though Morales could pop Medevac. The Nuggets comp, I really don't know how I feel about it.
They took Varian again.
Okay, so it's Varian. I actually like that. Like the way you deal with Varian is you CC him, you burst him. You hard CC him, so he can't auto anymore. And what does Nuggets not have? They do not have bursts. They do not have CC. The only way to save people from a Varian on them right now is to Sanct. If you're on Morales can't self-heal, a Varian like clicks Morales and deletes Morales. And Earthquake even, it's a 6-second cooldown stun. And he has some range and some slow, so he should be able to keep up. And I really like the draft now from Balance. Team on the left hand side is Balance of Interest with Carveth Jocker on the Varian, McDonald on the Gul'dan, Escapism playing ETC, Blink on the Tychus, and Realism on the Ariel. You'd be so kind to introduce the team on the right hand side.
On the right hand side are the Nuggets with Myriados on Thrall, Brightside on Sylvanas, Koga on Tyrael, Think Time on Lieutenant Morales, and Cypress on Vala.
So what they're doing right now is go to the offlane, don't meet in the middle, and try to cheese towers with Sylph. But it seems we're kind of like undecided, like what lane do we go to? And in this case I do like the decision to go for top lane because it's just further away from mid. But Balance realizes it already because Nuggets is too slow. And they're already pulling people up. They will get a tower from this.
Out of this.
Will they back off in time? I think they should be able to. Because their hard CC on the side of Balance was still on the mid lane in the form of ETC. So... Okay, nice play there. Bit sloppy from the Nuggets, but they did well. Again, Varian picking line small, but this time I do expect him to go into some ways of Fury.
I find the Tychus talent 1 pick interesting, because movement speed is nice, but the extra range should be even more beneficial, I think.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure what's the case there. I would have expected Prestige advantage as well. I also kind of would have expected Block Party on ETC, but I think he just prefers Block Rock because he took it on Tomb as well. Other level 1s are all pretty standard, I think. Yeah, it's all normal.
Blink is taking a lot of damage on the top lane. It's already having to tap.
Yeah, the one thing they should... It's something their comp is expected at this point. Like, most of the great solo laners are melee. They have Varian, and Tychus is gonna lose to Thrall less than Varian will in the end. So I don't mind the laning matchup in this case. Small XP lead for Balance right now. This should be the early thing to get forward.
Almost getting called out. But gets saved by a quick juke on the ETC.
Okay, they hit level 4, so Varian should become like a semi-hero at this point. Warbringer has been picked up. He is like half a hero now. Seems good. Other talents already sent Lost Soul is great poke. Heavy Burden, the slow on the Auriel, not standard, but it's good utility, I feel. Health Funnel on Gul'dan improves his laning phase. Lowers the sustain though. Nice lockdown there on Myriados. Should go down. The morale is healing though. There's right now not enough burst damage yet on the side of Balance of Interest to take him down, and Morale is just healing it back up. They get bullied off of the shrine and they tap, so they're gonna re-engage, but they need to do it very fast or they're gonna lose this and they won't have gotten any soak. They go in again on Kaga, but Funky Time is doing pretty well, just avoiding all the arrests and keeping his team alive. And the execution now, like, you can't expect to win this with the Varian because it's still essentially a 4v5. And he can't focus Morales quite yet, like, focus Morales Baby Rage. So I think they should have gone to the off lanes earlier to just get soak and expect to lose this. Nice bait by Blink on the Punisher. Sylph should be able to get a front wall, and I think they should be able to get fourth here, especially considering the health pools of Balance of Interest. McDino actually may fall to the Falla. Nice chase by Cypress. Good job. Escapism tries to peel but gets jumped on by the Punisher. Does manage to escape. Tyrael meanwhile picked up by Blinker though, so nice counter kill there. Fourth is lost. They wanted the well, but next objective won't spawn in top lane anyway, so that's still fine. John Cena's still going.
Sarvis got a lot of value on the bot lane, getting that soak down.
Yeah, I think Balance is doing the right thing now. Like, they're giving up structures just to stay even in XP to prevent getting snowballed too hard because they picked Therian. Once they hit level 10, I think we will see Balance start to turn things around. Level 7 is now picked up for both teams. Cleanse for Morales is pretty decent. It's like, there's a lot of stunts, so you kind of need to take cleanse. Standard multi-shot build for the Vala. Everything's pretty normal here.
Relentless Soldier on Tychus. That's an interesting pick.
Especially because there's no CC.
Only Troll.
Yeah, Troll is a root, that's it. I don't really get that pick. It might just be like a standard build and he auto-afflicted. Pretty early pickup on the Bruiser camp by the Nuggets. I don't really like that. They should have saved it for the next objective phase. Now they're looking to get the siege camp on the bot lane. Meanwhile, Balance is just trying to soak all the lanes, make sure to stay even in XP, get to 10 as soon as possible to like have Varian be a carry all of a sudden. Like, you hit 10, Varian is good. Before 10, Varian is done skim.
Varian might just stake the Twin Blades build. What do you think?
He should take Twin Blades. I don't think they have enough burst to warrant Colossus Smash, and I think Twin Blades should allow him to stick on Morales. Especially because there's so little CC and burst to punish him for it. On the side of the Nuggets. This a nice bit slow on the pickup of the Bruiser camp by Balance, but should still be in time. Which means they will have a Bruiser camp pushing the lane while the Shrine is active, while the Nuggets won't because they picked it too early. So a good execution here by Balance. They're staying even in XP even though they're against Sylph, so I think Balance is doing pretty well. Even though they lost the fort already, like, it's to be expected against Sylph with a weak early game comp. And they're staying even in soak, so this is pretty decent.
It's also a very well timed hard camp from Balance of Interest. Let's see if they take advantage of it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they're not... They're trying to soak 10 at this point. Which I don't...
Escapism is gonna take stage dive and dive in instantly, I think.
Yeah, he will be taking stage dive. But I think they're giving too much of a lead already to the Nuggets.
They have to. They should have gone in
10,
already.
10 has been hit. The people in mid lane should have been bullying them off the Shrine. He did take Colossus Smash, I don't like that. Horrify kind of whiffs, and it's a free Punisher now, and it's free level 10.
And it is a mosh pit pickup for ETC. It's
there's not a lot
I think positive, but
there's 3 interrupts and you can sanct it. Actually, there's 4 interrupts. Morales grenade interrupts as well. Nice sank there by the Tyrael. McDino is gonna get wiped out there. Varian already ripped. And the defense should still be pretty possible, but this is Balance, like, massively misplaying here.
yeah, they were too slow on picking up the minion wave that was going in. That would have been able to let them have 10. They might have been able to turn it around if around 30 skulls in, but
they were all like on that mid lane instead of bullying them off of the Shrine. If you want to soak, let ETC do it. Let them stage dive in. One person can like stay near the mid lane to soak. But they committed too much to the soak, got it too late, then lost the objective, got killed twice, and allowed Nuggets to pick up like a free Punisher with Sylph and get level 10. So they should have just committed to the 9 versus 9 fight, I think. And if they wanted to soak, not soak that way. And they kind of need to win the next one, I feel. Because you don't want to get snowballed off. But I really dislike the Colossus Smash pickup by Varian. Like, yeah, it's good for coordinated groups to get good burst. But there were so few ways to punish Twin Blade Varian.
Yeah, especially since escapism took the mosh pit. Oh,
nice isolation though, on funky time. Sunder interrupts the mosh. It's a pickup on the Morales though. There should be a fight 1. Tyrael gets picked up. Nice fight by Balance.
A big wave on the top lane.
They blew 3 ults, but I think it should be fine. Like, they will be roughly off cooldown for the next objective. Nuggets now picking up the hard camp. Both teams should hit 13 around the same time. I think Balance was kind of like, oh, we can get a kill here and we're kind of desperate, so let's just blow all of our ults. Which clearly, like, it worked. But they're in a worse ult situation now for the next objective, and they don't have a talent advantage. So I feel it's kind of like mistimed, even though they will get 13 now, so... If they can get the position and get the lead well enough before they soak... Oh, we see Stimron being popped already on Mariado's fall. Should be going in. Stimron is being completely wasted here. That's a ult down 4 Nuggets now, which means... This is the time where you can probably just re-engage. Nice isolation there on Tyrael. Tyrael pops, second goes for the counter engage. Aegis being popped on EDC is going to be able to get out safely. Thunder is popped, but it doesn't accomplish too much. No follow up here. Balance establishing shrine control. Vala looking for the flank. Actually gets hit by 3 corruptions there, 2 or 3. Nice knock by the ETC. And I think Balance should be able to secure the Punisher here. There's 3 ults down on the side of the Nuggets. 13 SP.
You also note Planets of Interest took 4 level 1 quest talents. So once they hit them, actually...
Wailing Arrow also doesn't secure a kill, and Realism is just getting so much energy from the Gul'dan. Blinker though is very low, has to take care. Exterior gets the kill there with his Q. Gets cleansed, so no power slide shenanigans here. There's only 5 minions left. It should be picked up by Balance, but no, Nuggets actually get it. They don't have Sylph, so the push isn't that big of a problem, but Balance Tigers got killed, and they committed too much to the chase on the Tyrael and lost the Punisher because of it. And this was the moment they needed to win. Like, they need to establish structure presence. There's already a massive minion wave now on their keep, because the Bruiser camp was picked up by the Nuggets. Front wall is down there. And this is a rough situation to be in right now. They do have Banner of Dalaran now, so there's going to be a bit more damage on the side of Balance, but it just feels like they don't fully understand their comp on the side of Balance. In terms of like, how many resources do we dedicate to soaking? How do we deal with the Morales? And Nuggets is just like abusing it, like just making use of the confusion they're creating by splitting heroes off.
Morales actually took Stim though, not Medivac, so she would have not been safe to a stage dive into Colossus Smash combo. She would just instantly go boom.
Sunder used there to try and get out. A bit of a mistake, because if you know you're gonna die anyway, why waste your ult? Because it won't be up when you respawn. Now, Balance does need to defend the siege camp that was just picked up by the Nuggets. Front wall is down. Look at the structural health though of the Nuggets. Their front walls are down. There's still 1 tower actually in the top lane. That's it. While Balance is down 2 forts, front wall on bot. They don't have well nor front wall anymore on top. And the next Punisher won't spawn bot, which means it's gonna go directly to keep if the Nuggets cap it. Balance now does have level 16, so this is kind of the moment they need to pick a fight, I feel. Like, don't be patient, get aggressive, try to take a fort maybe. Their level 16 talents have been picked up. It's all pretty standard. Okay, Shrine has been picked up. This should be a Shrine for Balance now. Okay, Tyrael is also dead, which I didn't see happening. Sorry there.
It just instantly blew up. There was nothing to be seen.
So, this is a free Shrine for Balance at this point, basically. And I would expect Nuggets to like... Okay, they're not doing it. I think they should have picked up bot fourth on Nuggets. Like, they have a push comp, so just abuse it and force at least a few hearts from Balance back. Like, this siege camp doesn't really accomplish anything except for locking you out of picking it up for a while. At least Balance can't take it now, but is that really what you want to prevent?
Varian is still only halfway there for his level 1 talent. It's just he's just not seems to be hitting the lines most.
And it's such a easy quest as well, but it's just because they pick bad fights. Okay, now they start going for keep. They will leave Varian behind to clear this. So decent decision making here from Balance. Nuggets is like, okay, let's capitalize where we can. We're a talent town anyway. They have hit 16 now. And they gotta keep front walls, so like they made the best out of the bad situation. They could have gone bot 4, I feel, and then get a wall if they wanted. Sunder pop, they're actually looking to take a fight. They're nice horrified there, isolating Kaga. Frog gets dropped down. Escapation, okay, it's a nice mosh pit interrupt though by Vala. Funky time should follow, that's Morales down. Tyrael is low, Vala's on the escape, Carfish should be able to get the kill here. And Balance all of a sudden is just turning this around.
The Punisher is slowly taking out the minions one by one.
The level of 6.5 out of 10 in this match is pretty high. Like, suddenly Balance is... they gave up too much trying to soak. Then they lost too much. Like, and then they got a kill and they're like pushing a keep now. While there's still 2 heroes down. No. They're not a talent hero up yet, but they should be able to get some decent damage on this keep. I don't think it's gonna fall if there's a good defense by the Nuggets. Okay, no Punisher anymore. Mean Wave is gonna come in, but we should see Balance. Okay, it seems like there's a bit of miscommunication there with Carvis diving in, but his team was disengaging. Ooh. And they get punished for it. Carvis should die here. Thrall actually survives. And this should be GG. At this point, they just walk mid, keep and win. Please, team, follow.
There's only 30 seconds on Gul'dan and ETC. I don't think they will be able to finish. They can take out the keep, but I'm not sure if they
take out the keep so fast though, and they have a Sanct to pop. Okay, there's a pause. Maybe some technical issues. I guess they'll explain in the chat soon. Lag spike, no problem. Like they have a good sieging comp to take down the keep very easily. They still have Sanct to pop. They have a Morales to keep everyone alive. I think they can. There's 2 things you can do now. Take the guaranteed value, get a keep, and you can probably. They could get a second one because front wall is already down on top keep, so they exit through top while taking it. Or you can risk going core. Well, if you have a successful disengage, Balance can't really do anything about it. If you don't, like, Balance needs to go all the way across the map and you're in the same situation. Still 2 people down for a long time.
Oh, they're going for the core.
There's a wave pushing with them as well. They have very high core damage. Okay, there's the Sanct.
And he's looking for the Mosh. And the Mosh!
And grouping up for Mosh in 2K16, not like this. And
Oh, and the Tyrael! The Tyrael!
He will get it! Nicely done.
Oh, beautiful guy.
Well played. The 6.5 out of 10s were real.